Hey, my name's Jimmy Clark, and this is my good friend John, pictured here with Brad Paisley. And here's our good friend Craig Bacon. We've all been full-time musicians for over 20 years, and we've all been good friends for about 15 of those. So I decided to set the Barnstorm challenge. This challenge was to create a pop song, which was a 2-bar loop. It had to have 4 chords or less, had to have a rap in it, and a ridiculous drum fill. And when we finish, we have to put it onto iTunes and release it for the world so they can listen to our midlife crisis music.
2-bar loop, 4 chords or less.
Right, that's easy.
But John, it's got to have a rap in it.
Right, what are you telling me?
Do? Right.
I've got.
Yeah.
Why have I got to do that?
Because it'll be funny.
And you've got to dress up, John.
I've got to dress up. Oh yeah, right, okay.
Yeah.
And Craig needs to have a really ridiculous drum fill. Out of context, we release it. We just put it on iTunes and we release it as us, actually under John's name.
All right,
Jimmy, you are
because I'm the rapper.
Because you're the rapper.
Rap? What are you? You're just going to play the bass and record it?
No.
Okay. Just.
Here we go. The other day I saw a big muff pedal online, right? If I've got to do this drum fill, you've got to use the big muff pedal.
and I want you to master it. That'll be a nice little challenge for you. and I want you to play a clavinet like Stevie Wonder. There you go. And then I'll do a rap. And what are we rapping about?
Well, I've not seen anyone. I want to see people. So just about something about time, spending time with people.
Spending time. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, pop song. You've got a rap. It's got to be a 2-bar loop.
So I'm keeping it simple all the way through, apart from one fill, right?
Yeah. Great.
You've got to send it to a publisher to see what they think. To see if it's any good or not.
Well, that went fairly smoothly. Apart from I've got to use a big muff pedal, play a clavinet like Stevie Wonder, then mix and master it and send it to a publisher. And the big part of this challenge is we're in lockdown, so this all has to be recorded, mixed and mastered from our houses. Hey ho, you're only young once, so let's just get on with it. Quickly map the song structure out with verse, bridge, chorus, verse, bridge, chorus. This gives us just over 3 minutes, about 3 minutes 15. And this is the 2-bar loop, just kind of with bits and pieces dropping in and out. So I've started off with a funk beat. I've set it at 88 BPM because that'll be rappable, be easy for John to rap. And then these are the loops that I've put underneath. Yeah. Said to be 4 chords or less. What's less than 4 chords? 1 chord. So here we go. This is just an E minor that quickly goes to a D.
I'm going to do it on my nylon just because it's here and I can't be bothered to get anything else out. So is that all right? You're happy with that? Does that fit?
A rap pop tune on a nylon.
So I've got to come up with a 4-chord thing. So I've been having a play with what Jimmy sent me, which is kind of an E minor pad going to a D. And you kind of start off with all these great, carnivore, playing around with 2 chords. Yeah, none of that really worked. So I went back to basics, Wonderwall, Ed Sheeran style stuff, kind of straightforward 4-chord thing. But then put the plectrum down and I started playing around with my favourite sounds, E minor 9. And I start playing around, give it a bit of a funky groove like this. So I've kind of got this idea now. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'll get a mic, get that sorted out.
So this is Craig. He's basically saying he's got a big drum kit and he needs to reduce it down to a little small drum kit. It's so boring, so I thought I'd spare you his audio.
Right, there we go. I've swapped the kit out. I now have a 12-inch rack tom, 15-inch floor, 22 bass drum and a 14 snare. I'm going to change this 14-inch snare out for my 12, I think. First one is this. 2, 3, 4. Second groove is and the third groove is the chorus groove.
Bless him. Look at him, he's in his own little world.
So John sent me the nylon part, which sounds great. I decided to get out the old 77p bass, which has got some really dead as can be old rotor sound strings on it, which sound great.
I can hear your bass, yeah.
What do you think to this? That sort of thing for the chorus. Any good?
Mate, you being serious?
Yeah.
Seriously?
What?
That's rubbish, mate.
So you've heard the loop, and here's John's guitar. We've also got the bass and drums. So I'm really pleased with how that's sounding. It's coming together pretty well. We need to add some more detail. So I think to make the chorus a bit bigger, I'm going to put a synth bass line on there as well. I've asked John to send me some more guitar parts. I want a little kind of funky rhythmic part, and I also want a jazz lick. So I'm going to ask him to send me loads of jazz licks. Oh, and I've got to do my Stevie Wonder thing. Yes. Yes. There it is. So Craig challenged me to use a big muff pedal because he'd seen it on internet. I put together a synth bass sound for this, which sounds okay. And then I'm just going to add the big muff to it, which is quite cool. That's actually pretty cool. I would have never thought to have done that. So well done, Craig, and your whatever you were searching for. So here's Craig practicing the big fill. Boom boom ga boom boom doom ga boom ga 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 boom ba ga 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 boom boom push push. So Craig, I've just heard your drum fill, and
Go on.
it's not ridiculous enough. It needs to be more.
Oh, come on.
No, it's too in context. It's got to be ridiculous. The brief is that's just like a normal, everyday, not even risky fill.
Okay, must try harder, yeah?
Yeah, must try harder.
And then I've got to put some jazz licks down. Cool. Bit of country. Yeah. I think that's probably enough. Noodling, I reckon. So yeah, I'm going to record a few ideas and just see, and then Jimmy can pick the bones out of it when he puts it all together.
So John has challenged me to play clav like Stevie Wonder, which I can't do. I want to wiggle the wiggly, you know, the pitch bend. So I'm going to have to make it very simple, because I'm a simple kind of guy. Oh, what's that? Stevie Wonder to Steve Vai, wow. So John has sent through some more guitar parts, and we've got a little rhythmic part, which sounds like this. And then we've got the jazz lick that I asked him for. Which is very cool. And played on a Telecaster. Sounds like an archtop to me. But put that in with everything else.
I thought I already told you. That's what I'm gonna sing. And I don't want your trouble, just make yourself lovable. There we go. And I don't want your trouble, just make yourself lovable.
Could John be the real Slim Shady?
And I guess my situation requires some explanation, and I can wait for another time.
So amazingly, out of nothing but sheer boredom, I challenged the boys to create a pop song, which we've done. And it has to be a 2-bar loop, which it is. It has to be 4 chords or less, which we've done. It has to have a rap in it, which it does.
And I don't want your worry, you love it in a hurry. I just want your time. And I don't want your trouble, just make yourself lovable. And I want your time.
And it had to have a ridiculous drum fill, which I think comes in around here. I think that's fairly ridiculous, don't you? So, happy days. I had to use a big muff pedal, which I did on this synth bass part. And with the clavy bit like Stevie Wonder, well, I was never going to play like Stevie Wonder, but I just copied John's little hook from the chorus and followed that. So the last thing left to do is to master it, which I've done. There's a separate video on how I've mastered it, so if you're interested in that, you can check that out. But I'm pretty happy with how it's all come up. The song is now available on iTunes, so you can go and check it there. So we've completely hit the brief. Actually, the last thing was John said, let's send it to a publisher. So I've sent it to a pretty big publisher who's been responsible for getting some songs into some pretty big places. This guy used to be head of music at the BBC and really knows his stuff. Amazingly, I've had a response from him. So I'm now going to call the boys and let them know.
So we did it, boys. Challenge complete. We got everything in, sounding great, all done. And as John suggested, I sent it off to a publisher who we've sent songs off to before. And John is amazing. He actually responded, which is always good with the publisher. But he said, "Hi, Jimmy. I think the songs are getting better."
Right.
So, which is hilarious. All the time and effort you put into like songs, and then you just do this challenge, and people think it's better. Not sure where I could sell it, but what you're doing is really good.
Awesome. Oh, well, there we go.
So that's pretty good, isn't it?
Positive.
Yeah. So super.
So we just need to find somewhere to sell it now, then.
Yeah. So I've already said that it's on all the platforms, so you can go and buy it. There's a link below. If you like this video, you can subscribe, share it with all your friends, and if you've got any suggestions for any other challenges, leave it in the comments below, and we'll see you soon.